Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about Sortment. Here's a quick outline for the video and we'll start by answering the question, why did we build Sortment? As marketers, launching a campaign often involves juggling two different aspects. The creative side is generally predictable and within our control, but the technical side can be quite challenging. We often find ourselves justifying the data we need, raising countless tickets and waiting for engineering to provide us with the necessary data to launch our campaign. This more often than not leads to delayed campaigns. We developed Sortment to tackle exactly this problem. You see, most companies centralize their data in a data warehouse. Every time new data is required for a new campaign, engineering must build a pipeline to copy some of the data from the warehouse to the ESP. We built Sortment to instead be a platform that can connect directly to the data warehouse, reducing your dependency on engineering. This has certain advantages. First, you can experiment faster because you are not bogged down by engineering bottlenecks. And second, unlike before, when you are only using a fraction of the data, now you can use all of your data for better personalization. Now, having access to such a large amount of data in the first place may seem overwhelming, but rest assured the fundamentals remain the same. Let's build a campaign together right here in Sortment, and I'll show you just how simple it is. Let's say we work for Uber and want to send a year-end campaign to our Uber Black users with an email that looks something like this. We'll start by building an audience. Let's call them Uber Black Wrap 2024. These will be people who took more than say 2 Uber Black rides in 2024. By clicking on filter, you can see all the data that's coming directly from the warehouse. We'll start by defining the time frame from January 1st to December 31st. Next, we need to use a property that allows us to count the number of Uber Black rides. But what happens if the property is not available? For most ESPs, you'd have to wait for someone to create the custom property for you before launching the campaign, which can often take a few weeks. However, with Sortment, you can do it yourself. Simply click on New and define the property. Here, we choose the ride ID, which is counted every time the ride type is Uber Black. After that, we select our new property. If it's greater than 2, we'll create the audience. The next step is creating an email campaign. We'll name it UB 2024. We start by choosing an integration and selecting the audience that we just built. We proceed to choose the template, then select the subscription group and write the subject line for the email. Click next and then we proceed to fill the personalization parameters including the property that we just built for counting the Uber Black rides. For now, set 0 for the defaults, then set the link tracking. Next, we'll add the UTM parameters. And we can also test the campaign by sending it to ourselves, but we'll skip that for now. Next, let's choose the trigger and that's it, we're done. But what if you want to do more than just building campaigns? You can also build sophisticated journeys. For instance, I built a journey where if a user completes a ride and rates it less than 3, then I send them an email to apologize for the bad experience. If the user creates a support ticket within the next 48 hours, this indicates they are disgruntled. The next logical step is to acknowledge their support request. Assuming that the resolution takes 48 hours, I'd also want to check if they are a premium user. Consider this scenario: an individual in the last 90 days has taken more than 5 Uber Black rides. In such a case, we would want to send them an email containing a promo code, a strategy aimed at retaining them. This illustrates how we can create powerful customer journeys right here in Sortment. As mentioned before, the fundamentals remain the same.